All right, I need those back so I can put our stuff. I gotta use them. Watch. Watch. Huh? Oh, this is hot, baby. This is hot. Too dangerous. Hot. It's grilling. Yeah, it's grilling. Morning pork ribs. What we got going on now? A little morning delight. All right. We know people are not awake this morning. We're going to use our tripod. We're going to stand up and talk today. Get this going. Get this going. What's going on, Pee Wee? Pee Wee, I'm glad I was thinking about you last night. Not like that. But, how did the trimmer go yesterday? Was up, Blind TV? Chris? Uh, before I could say it, you already said, hey, it's a beast. I figured it would be. It's a huge trimmer, man. Let's see who we got. Ian, how you doing, Ian? All right. So, guys, we got some grilling going on today. What's up, George? Good morning, everybody. Let's see what we got going on the grill. I just put it on the grill this morning. Got some pork ribs going on there. I think it's almost time for me to get a new phone because this phone is horrible. Oh, there's Landon. Hold on, guys. Let me try to do the little thing here. You see the lens? Oh, that's better. See, the protective lens over the camera is broke. So it's just the lens that's out there. So the camera lens. Don't mess with that, sweetie. So it gets dirty, easy, fogged up. Hey, hold on a sec. Hey, sweetie, this is Daddy's tool. Go get your tools. Where are your tools at? Your hammer and your pliers. So I haven't done videos at all this week. Go get your hammer. Yeah, go get it, baby. It's inside. Uh-oh. It's inside. Hold on, guys. We're going to talk lawnmowers here in a minute. Okay. We got the fan going on out here because it's a little, not too bad. You know, we're in the shade on the backyard. But, okay, Robert. Hello from to Georgia. Grasshopper. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that city right. Ashery, what's up, man? Good morning, everybody. So I haven't done any videos all week. Dirty Deeds. Sound off. Beaumont represent what is up. I haven't done any videos this week. Yeah, no, I haven't done anything. I haven't even recorded. I hadn't recorded anything. Normally, I always record stuff, and then I edit later. Like I'll have a stockpile of videos, and I still got probably 10 videos. I don't know, maybe about 8 videos that I've recorded. I just hadn't had time to edit. So, and that's the thing for some of you guys out there. You know, Here's a tip: buy a big memory card. Like I have several memory cards, but I have 128 gigs. One I just bought. That'll go in my action camera. That one will go in my what do you call it? In my drone. I haven't used my drone in a long time, but have you a big memory card and just record tons of stuff, right? Record tons of stuff, and then download it to your computer. Then on your slow time, then you go back and you can edit things a little bit here and there. You know, put it in subfolders, so that way you can at least group. Okay, well, this folder is going to have mowing. This folder is going to have cleanup. This folder is going to have tree trims or whatever. This folder is going to have me bitching about customers. I don't know, whatever. Just saying. All right, so I hadn't had a chance to do any videos. You know, Danielle, You know, a lot of you guys know she went into the ER, I guess a week ago now, maybe a little bit longer. I think a little bit longer, and for an eye infection. Her eye was. Hold on. Hold on, sweetie. Wait, wait. You got to turn the handle. Turn the handle. There you go. Her eye was real red. You know how like when someone gets pink eye. Well, no, because that wasn't that bad. It was real red, and then the eyelid part. It was her right eye was bulged out, and then right in the center of where the eyelid is, where the lash is, it looked kind of there was a little peak to it, kind of like when you get an ant bite, you know, and that skin wants to kind of volcano up. That's kind of what it was. So I thought maybe there was something in her eye. Anyway, so it would be bad when she woke up in the morning, and then throughout the day it would be kind of fine, right? And then about the fourth morning, it was just bad. I thought, baby, maybe you're sleeping on something. Anyways, fast forward. She went to the ER in MD Anderson because she's a cancer patient doing the treatment. Your immune system is a lot lower than like yours or mine, where that little bitty infection or bacteria, whatever it was, may not have bothered us. Could have been gone in a day. With her, it could lead up to serious issues. She had pressure behind her eye, so they throughout the week that she was in there, they did a couple different tests. They had to try a couple different antibiotics. Now the antibiotics they give her is all through IV, and it takes 24 hours before they can say, okay, hey, it's not working. Let's try another one. So the second one they had tried, it didn't really do that much after that first 24, but then it started getting better. Now it looks good. I remember the first time we do the FaceTime video chat, and she FaceTimed me. I said, "Man, you look like Rihanna after round 2 with Chris Brown." And I was probably wrong for that. And then the other morning I called her and I said, "Hey, how's Rocky doing this morning?" So I give her hell, but it puts a smile on her face. Pink eye so nasty, it's contagious. It is, Robert. So, so find out that it wasn't pink eye. It was some type of bacteria. However, but I need to make sure I wash the sheets and the pillowcases and there's bacteria and viruses that are airborne everywhere around us that we don't even know. And something could land on your arm from being out, and you could be like this, and it could all of a sudden transfer here. It's sweat goes in your eye, then now it's in your system. So that can happen. Oh, let me plug my phone in. That can happen. Anyways, guys, so they told her, okay, well, your infection is getting under control. We want you to stay here 10 more days to make sure you're good to go. That was on the 5th. To make sure you're good to go, then you can go home. She was like, oh my God, 10 more days. So that'd be the 15th. So and they continue to do the antibiotics and antifungal and something else during that whole process. And so she's finding out from Dr. Weirda, her cancer doctor, if she could do the second round of this phase, chemo, while she's in there. So she'll meet with him on Monday, I think tomorrow. So her RD, MDR, DRM. Anyways, the residual of bad bone marrow, we're waiting for that result. The percentage of cancer or something, her bone marrow came back. Sorry, I don't know some of the technical stuff. Her bone marrow came back, and it was less than 4% of detectable of the cancer. And then there's a RD something. It has to do with residual that's in another part of the bloodstream, I think, or the bone. I don't really know. Anyways, that has to be down to a certain percent before they can do stem cell. But they're still going to do one more round of chemo to make sure everything is good, push it back, and then line stuff up with the stem cell transplant individual. So that's going to be the worst of it. Recovering from stem cell transplant is worse than what she's been previously going through. So, because when you do that surgery, you'll be in the hospital for 28 days, or that transplant, 28 days after that, it's going to suck. And you're not going to be doing anything. You're going to feel horrible. You're going to feel like you're dying, everything. And if your body doesn't reject the new person's bone marrow, then you'll get better. But it's a long road. So after you get out after 28 days, you have to go back to MD Anderson every single day for the next 70 days. So that means we'll have to have another person in here. One person will have to watch the kids, and she won't have the energy to drive. So one person has to watch the kids, one person has the driver while I'm still working. Or the days that it's raining, I can do one of the other two. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, I put in requests to change their schedule, so we'll have 6 days of coverage now. Uh, so my mother-in-law works at an airport for TSA, and so she's going from 5 days a week to 4 days a week. So her hours are going to pick up. Well, she's working the same amount of hours. She'll be, instead of working 8, she'll work 10. So she'll work 4 10s in a different department. And then my father-in-law, he's changing his schedule too to whatever the other days are. And then they both have FMLA working the takes, but they try not to take it if they don't have to. That way, it's there when you need it. Anyways, so that's where we're at with her. Good morning, Jim. But she's doing pretty good, guys. She's in positive spirits. She's such a tough girl. And I talked to her this morning and sent her a picture of both kids on the couch with me. I sleep on the couch when she's not here. And so for the last several nights, well, for the last week, I've been sleeping on the couch. So um, about 5 o'clock, this little guy woke up. Hey there, what are you doing? And got him a bottle, and then he laid on the couch with me, and he slept for another hour and a half. Casey got up about 7 and then crawled on the couch with me, and we watched TV. And the other night, it was the night before last night, I'm sleeping on the couch, you know, and then I feel this, dude, I almost jumped off the couch, right? And I opened my eyes, and as soon as I opened my eyes, you know, Casey goes, "Morning, Daddy." So I'm like, you know, one eye open, I look at the blinds, like the sun ain't even out yet. And she's like, "Couch." She wanted to stay on the sleep on the couch, so we slept on the couch. Anyways, okay, Ashery, stay tuned on Monday. I got a video of me cutting tall, thick grass. Thank you, Ashery. I want to see that video of that badass Honda that you have, bro. Lengthy hospital stays are no bueno. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. I agree. We're actually going to go see her today. My mother-in-law and father-in-law are going to go down to MD Anderson. My mother-in-law is going to donate either platelets or blood. I don't remember. And I'll donate too while I'm there. But I think we're going to all go in the van. That way we can only have to pay the the parking fee, you know, one parking fee. So here's how it works on parking fee. You can go to valet, it's $15, whether you're there for 5 minutes or you're there for, you know, a whole day. It's $15 up to no more than $15 every single day. So she was in there for 5 days, so I had to pull it. When we found out she was going to be in there for 10 more, we went and got it. So it was like $75, so however many days that was. Or if you park in the parking garage, it's $25 a day. I mean, they fucking rape you. But anyway, so we're going to try to go see her today. I think you've been busy to read emails. I know you have, buddy. It's so much easier if you just text me, Ashery, 979-492-1965. It's also in the About Us section on YouTube profile. Emails, I get emails, but sometimes I forget. So what'll happen is once I open the email, like, I click it real quick, and I see who it's from, it will show, and I close back out of it, it'll show as a red email. It won't be like dark, you know. But if you text me, I can see Ashery. Okay, well then I can not open that, and later, you know, I'll see that it's open, or I can set a notification to remind me, hey, you have text message you haven't opened. That's a pretty cool deal, right? I'll pray for you and your family. Wonderful day. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, my man. Chris, well, something that's some good news. Yes, it is. I agree. That counts are low. Yeah, the counts need to be low for sure. Guys, if you haven't heard of Blind TV, that's Chris. He's in somewhere in Oklahoma. I want to check out his channel. He just started, you know, like a lot of you guys did, and I started, you know, a few years, 3 years ago. And definitely, you know, one of the things I try to do on this channel is I try to lift up everybody, you know, along with me. So sometimes there's names I don't mention or I don't think about. It's not because I do that intentionally or not. It's just maybe because my mind's going like 5,000, you know, places at one time. But definitely want to check him out on Instagram. Check him out on YouTube. He's only got a few videos up, but he's growing. We all start with, guess what? 1 subscriber and 1 video. We all start the exact same way. So check him out. You know, at least subscribe, and then every now and then when he puts up new stuff. That dude works 3 jobs, by the way. He works a morning job at a college, I think, like maintenance or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. And then he has his part-time lawn business, and then he has another evening job. He works at a dentist's office, doctor's office, something like that, where he does night cleaning. I don't know where the dude finds time to sleep. However, I'm the same way, except I have a different job, so I get probably 6 hours of sleep a night. I have a hard time going to sleep anyways, just because. But anyways, so yeah, definitely the lawn care little guy. What's going on, buddy? Uh, lawn care little guy. For a lot of you guys who don't know, he won the giveaway the other week of all the Craftsman stuff. I still need to mail him his light. Um, I wasn't able to get that on the Lowe's online. It wasn't available either. They were out of stock warehouse or whatever. So I kept that one to mail it to him, but he got all the other stuff. So Jim says, Jim is Scout Lawn Care, by the way. Dad does second round of chemo on Tuesday. Too much cancer in this world. I'm telling you, Jim. Well, prayers out to you, Jim. I hope you keep us posted, or at least me, anyways, on how your dad's doing, bro. You know, when our parents were little, like these kids' age here, I don't think. Now I don't know, but I don't think there was as much cancer back then because I don't think we're meddling as much in all the chemicals as we are now. Across everything. Across the products, our soaps, our shampoos, dude. You know what kind of bullshit's in there? Our foods, everything. It's got chemicals on it. There is a soap. Okay, check this out. There is a soap I just bought online. It's called Squash Soap, I believe. Check it out. And it's all, I watched the video. Dude, you will laugh your tail off. You've probably seen it on YouTube commercials if you watch a lot of videos. Ooh, hold on. I need to check my meat. Oh, I got to burn my meat. Hold on, guys. Oh, yeah. All right, who wants to see? Don't take this wrong way, but who wants to see my meat? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, come to me, morning delight. Oh, this is going to be so good with some ketchup. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've been wanting to do cooking videos for a while, but guys, I'm just so darn busy. But trust me, it's on my plate to do. It's on my mind to do. Let's put these guys up here, actually. You okay? She just repeats what I say. I'll say, okay, sweetie. She'll say, okay, sweetie. Too cute, guys. Okay, we'll put these up here. So, there we go. All right. In the wintertime, I'm going to be doing more videos because I'll have more time, obviously. Okay, so let me catch you guys up with Caden. Caden hasn't been working with me for about a week. He has a previous injury that he's had for a year, and it's a little back injury. And let's see here. Let me catch. Gotta love. I do, Chris. Yes, donate blood. Absolutely, blood and platelets. Now, little guy, Matt, platelets, or at least at MD Anderson, they have a shortage of platelets than blood because, for one, it takes about an hour to do platelets. It takes about 15 minutes to do blood, but platelets are a little more important. This is funny as hell. Check this out. Watch. Hold on. He's just trying to hammer a plastic socket onto the dog's back. The dog is like, whatever, kid. Anyway, so platelets take a little longer, but platelets are so important. However, whole blood, they could take a lot of things from that. They could separate a lot of things out of that. But platelets, themselves is what they have a shortage of. Okay, we're going to get back to Homeboy here in just a second. What's up, Josh? How are you? Kids are the best. Mine are growing up, and I miss them little rugrats. Yeah. Still has to much more power than some stuff. Prayers for you guys. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that, dude. All right, Ian, I got a 78 MGB convertible, and we got a whole lot of rain, but the cover was on, and condensation formed in it, and now the carpets and trunks are soaked. Okay, Ian, here's a little something you can do. Go to the store and get. I have an unopened container in the garage, but the trailer's in the way. I think it's called Damp Rid. You want a couple of those containers, okay? There's a little baggie inside. You open it up, you put it on the first level of that tray, and then it's open underneath, but inside the plastic deal, you can get different sizes, and it absorbs moisture. And you'll see the moisture collect because in the bottle, and the bottom of the that little container, you'll start seeing water fill up. So get you a couple of those at Home Depot. Lowe's are pretty cheap. You can get them two in a pack, different sizes. That'll help get rid of that moisture much faster. So give that a shot. Leave the windows open, doors open, whatever you can during the day if it's not raining. Try that out. Is that Chris that was on Ben's video? Yes, Jim, it was. Doctor's office. That's right. Hope your number is on your YouTube profile. If not, email me because I won't remember. It's on my profile, like I said 1,000 times on all my videos. God's Lawn Care. Yes, that is me. I was on Ben's channel. So true. So many toxins and everything. Oh, back to soap, and then I'll get back to Caden. All right. So the soap, I believe, is called Squash Soap. The commercials are hilarious. They got like a bunch of different kind of I get this. There we go. That's better. They have a bunch of different kind of scents, so you can check those out. It's all natural soap. They tell you all the ingredients that are on it. They make soap how they used to make it, and so I ordered something. Shit, what was it? I don't remember what it was, but when I get it in, it should be here in a few days. I'll show you guys. I don't remember even what scent it was, but I'm looking for. They had too many for me to get all of them, but if I like it, you can get a soap subscription. So instead of subscription, they have soap subscription. So you can tell them how often you want it and what you want, and it'll come in that often. And also Black Rifle Coffee Company. That I'm drinking their coffee right now. They have a lot to choose from as well. I ordered some for somebody and mailed it out. They should get it later this week. Those are in Utah. The Black Rifle Company is in Utah. The company is created by veterans, real veterans, and only veterans run the business. So that's definitely exciting. And I believe I think a portion of the proceeds go to a couple different veteran benefits or programs. May have to double check. They got a lot of stuff on their website. A lot. Tool trailer. Yeah. I may have to do a little. I may have to do a video where it's only grunting. Like I'm working on something. It's only grunting, and then there's just subtitles of what the grunting means. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm grilling right now. The food should be ready here in a minute. Um, so that real quick. Too early, never too early to grill food. That's right. Mostly raw, totally uncut stuff. Man, you don't want to know that. Nice. What's up, Danielle? I guess she got the notification. Okay, so ready for it. She's too cute trying to hammer. I know, isn't that crazy? Okay, guys. So back to Caden. Caden has a pre-existing back injury about a year ago. We were doing a mulch job last week, beginning of last week, or Saturday and Sunday, something like that. I think it was last weekend. And he picked up a bag, and you know how on your spine, on each side, you have these long back strip muscles. Well, on his left side, it flared up really bad. He looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with your back? And he's like, well, man, I've had this injury for a while, and whenever I lift up something heavy, that muscle flares up. I said, okay, bro, you need to have that checked out. You need to go see, either a chiropractor, this and that, and I recommended one. Anyways, he went to go see one, and they told me he has scoliosis. So and the chiropractor said, yeah, we can get you fixed up, get you straight again and out of pain and get it under control, but you'll need to see us fairly often. And he's, so he should be ready to come back to work Monday. And I like to cram a lot of work into each day, maybe more than what he's used to. And now that I got, the new mower, that Encore, that walk behind, that's going to be a little different, because if you guys haven't used walk behinds before, they take not a lot, but they take quite a bit amount of forearm strength and hand grip, because you're constantly doing that left and right all day long. And he's 16, so he hasn't developed the man strength yet. Hold on just a second. I need to check on my meat. I don't want to burn it. Oh, my lantern. I think we're actually ready. Okay, we'll let these cool off right here. Oh, man. Oh, these look so good. Check that out. Oh, okay. So with Caden, so what I'd like to do is I'm working almost every day, 6, 7 days a week because there's just a lot to do, and things happen, and I can't finish out the day, or I start late, and it's not any one person's fault. It's just we have a lot going on. So I'd like to run him longer, run him like to the end of the day, but do like 15 or 20 properties in a day. But he does get tired, and in his defense, we do stop and eat, and then we spend an hour and we talk. And when I'm by myself, I just go. But I need to see if we could work a little faster and do more in a day, so maybe I can have a few of those days off and not actually do anything. Like I wasn't able to get one of the mowing jobs done yesterday. I just didn't want to. I did other stuff yesterday, other work jobs, and I did not want to do it today. So it'll be added to this upcoming week, which is already a ton. Okay, Chris, you are an inspiration, man. We need absolutely, Jim. Kate needs to get back to work. Yes, they are. Scout, appreciate that, bro. Yep. Very good, very good. Good morning. Yeah, hey guys. Thank you, George. Appreciate that. I'm sure she hollered back at you. Scales Lawn Care putting out a new video. Hey, Scales Lawn Care. Okay, gonna hit it right. Hi, George. Oh, there you go. I'm trying to catch up on all the stuff. All right. So, okay. So I think I got her. I think I covered everything. Check this out. Oh, oh, oh. That was so good. That'll make you slap your mama. Yeah, crunching. A little bit of chard on the top. A little bit of chard on the top, and not chard on the bottom. Or you can do both, whatever you want to do. So soft. It's fucking hot too. So soft. Oh, guys. Danielle got those at HEB, which HEB is just a grocery store. Already seasoned, boneless. And I use the Kingsford original charcoal. I have one of those cylinders that you put the charcoal in. Let it cook up first, and then you put that on your grill. I like that. And I put a couple small pieces of, I think it's mesquite wood in there to help give it that little bit of smoke flavor. He does want some. Let's see here. Hi. All right, I gotta go get some water, guys. I'll be right back. You guys can watch Casey for a second. Keep an eye on her. All right. Ooh. Okay, thank you guys for watching that. Sometimes, if I don't chew enough before I swallow, it gets stuck in my throat. So I had to get some water to really push it down. And sometimes if I'm in the house and it happens, and if I walk and kind of stop my feet a little bit, that vibration gets that food to go down. And sometimes, I mean, I could breathe, but it feels like it's choking you, and you want to panic, but you can't panic, or else you create a worse situation. Okay. Hey, this is not cool. Where's our food at? I know. Yeah, that grill is hot. What's up, Demi? Okay, so What do you guys want to talk about this morning? Huh? You guys want to talk about? Oh, I'm gonna tell you something. So, hold on. Yeah, but she's out here now. This you can see now the sun is starting to creep this way. Once that sun gets on this back patio, it starts cooking pretty good because that patio. But uh, it does get hot. So the morning time and evening time is a good time to be out here. I think she just scratched herself with that metal brush, but should be okay. All right. Okay. So the walk behind mower. Here's the other thing. If you're not used to a walk behind mower, you use a lot of your hand grip pressures. Okay. You know how you're in the backyard and you're going along the fence. You do your perimeter. And with a walk behind, you may want to do a perimeter twice, double width that is. Hold on. Because sometimes if you're going to go to the end of the row and turn around, you need that room because the handles will stick out. So think about that. You want to do two passes. Anyway, so the thing with about walk behind mowers, I've had a couple of them. I've had Troy-Bilt Flex Machine was a walk behind mower. I've had Skag 32-inch walk behind. I've had a 32-inch Encore before 3 years ago, and I bought another one here recently. I've had a Kubota walk behind and a Skag walk behind, so I think that's about it. But the thing about walk behinds is some of them have big engines. Like the one I have now is 14 engines, the Kawasaki, whatever it is, FS something. So he's got 14 horse, so and it's only 32-inch cut. So when you're going along the fence, I'll show you here. When you guys are going along the fence, right, and you guys can go up to the fence, then back up, and then turn. Well, this area here, from there to there, right here, if you take that whole corner area and you use the trimmer, you wipe it out, you don't have to worry about getting it real close. Then you take and you keep on going. The thing about these walk behind mowers, there's no forgiveness. If you don't get a hold of those grips and squeeze them just right before you get there, you will plow right through that fucking fence. I mean, you will go right through that fence. And that's what I don't want to happen with Caden. Plus, I don't know if he can handle the walk behind all day long because, it's heavy. And, I don't know if he can handle it. I mean, he could definitely try. But I think he'll get wore out where he was used to the stand-on board. You hop on and you go. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll have to see. If he can't, because I use the walk behind and the walker. I've been using the walker this week. The walker does pretty good actually. We do have pets. We have a dog. So, it's still hot as the dickens down here. Everybody's still mowing. Our grass is lush green. Front yard is phenomenal. Other people's yards are toast. It's like a desert. I don't understand. Water, water, water. Those who have irrigation systems don't turn them on. Those who don't have irrigation systems, I understand, it takes a lot of time to go out there and water a big yard. Okay. Maybe once a week on the weekend or something. Spend about an hour. But some don't want to do that. Okay. But then they complain about their grass. But here's the thing. You guys remember that $1 million house I worked on? Tom's? The cleanup? Okay. Well, his front yard is toasty. It is a desert. No. Don't mess with that, sweetie. Don't mess with that. No. It's daddy stuff. You want something to drink? Oh, here you go. I don't even know where she got this water from. Here you go. No hands. Don't spill it. So, hold on. So, his front yard is toast. Here's the thing about toasty yards. It is bad. You mow it and a cloud of dust. You would think you're in a desert or something. Dust storm coming. So I told him, I said, look, bro, if we don't get your irrigation system set up and running between now and like the next 30 days, and your lawn is, I mean, a lot of it's already dead. Now, he lives on .7 of an acre in a neighborhood that's super duper fancy where HOA will give you a letter if you don't even pick up your mail. It's like, how do they know if you even got it? It's in your mailbox. Well, they'll find a way. Anyways, so because if you don't get your grass green before going into the wintertime, it's already dead. Then you don't have a chance to come back. St. Augustine is real resilient, okay? If it's dead, now I'm not talking about dormant, but dead going into the wintertime and not revived, come springtime, you'll have dirt everywhere. You'll have to get desodded and new sod come in. You're talking thousands of dollars. You know, his .7 of an acre is a square. His house is right in the center. So the front yard's just as big as the backyard. The backyard's all shaded. You know, it's getting there. And he still needs water, but it's not like the front. Anyways, it's bad. He'll get HOA just for his grass. Well, how much did it cost you to get the Dixon fixed, Chris? I know, Super Dave. No, I just haven't posted anything. I've been so busy. We haven't had any rain. It hasn't rained in probably a couple of weeks. Um, and it's hot. I mean, we're still mowing strong. I think there's maybe 2 properties I haven't mowed. I didn't mow last week because of being so dry. But everybody else is still pretty good. Oh, man. He's probably getting close to ready for breakfast. It's probably been about 4 hours. What's up, Avenger Knight? How are you, buddy? Where do you dump your leaves, limbs? We have a community dump, but it's really not for contractors. I'll need to find. Okay, Jim, for us here, there's a place down the street by one of the precincts. If you're not in a commercial vehicle, like if it's not tagged, you know, like how my truck is, if it's just plain looking truck, you can dump there one dump a day, but no double axle trailers. You can go to a place up here called Living Earth. It's about 10 minutes from the house. You can dump whatever you want there, but it can only be organic. So only like natural stuff. It can't be like, you know, fence and uh, fence pickets and things like that. It can only be, you know, trees, bushes, grass, leaves, things like that, organic. Leaves and grass dumped for free. Tree limbs, bushes, and other things, stumps and things like that. It just depends on how much you got in there. Generally, $10 to $20. Look at we were brown and crunchy grass here in southwest Oklahoma that got 3 inches of rain, and now we're green and mowing again. Sweet. Ian, a friend of mine, was running a walk behind and ran over a hanger and got it stuck in his leg. Oh, yeah, that, you know, stand-on mowers will always be my favorite, just for the simplicity of the mechanics of it. You hop on the platform and you go. I sold my Kubota, speaking of stand-on, I sold my Kubota stand-on mower because, you know what? Hold on. Let me get this fan right here. I sold my Kubota mower because the platform was killing my calves. So if you look at all your stand-on mowers, and here's a platform, and here's the front of the mower, it stands up, and you're doing your business over here. Most of them are going to be like this. When you stand on them, then they come down because of the spring, okay? All right. Well, most of them are all flat, completely flat all the way around, you know, square platform, right? On Kubota and Bobcat, since they're made by Schiller Manufacturing, the exact same design, other than a few options more on Kubota than Bobcat. But when you get towards the back of that platform, it comes up like this. In fact, there's the sidewall that's on there comes here, and then you can see where it's notched out, and they've cut the platform part so it could go up. So it goes up like that. Very uncomfortable, by the way. I wear a size 12 shoe, so what happens is I have to push my feet all the way forward to where my tippy toes are touching the back of the machine, and my heel is still up a little bit on this. So that's putting downward pressure on the balls of your feet, causing your calves, to work harder to hold you up. And sweetie, no, let's not do this. Come on. Hey, you took all the cushions off the chair. Here we go. We can put them all in this other chair, though. All right, that'll work. Okay. Let's check her out. That's what she's doing right there. Nothing wrong, and just had cushions everywhere, so we put them all in the other chair. Anyways, so it was killing my calf. So we had 80 hours on the machine coming from zero, so we sold it. And then we bought the Skag Tiger Cat 2. I shouldn't have bought that thing, I love new equipment. Yes. I love new equipment, but I really shouldn't have bought it. I really don't need it. My 48-inch, I shouldn't have sold any of the mowers, actually. I just love equipment. It's like an addiction of liking brand new equipment. So some of you guys out there, just be careful when you're buying and selling. And, it's just hard for me to do sometimes. But anyways, okay, so we sold the Ferris, we did sell that. But we sold the Kubota. We bought the Skag. The Skag Tiger Cat 2 cuts really good. Cuts at a 5-inch top height, which is great for some of the lawns that I have. But it's up for sale too. I really just don't need it. The Walker works really good. The Walker 48 works really good. Okay, so, and I think, I was thinking, well, I want to get bigger properties, but, I don't think I don't want too big of properties anymore. I don't mind acre properties, but I'm going to be pickier this upcoming season. I'm going to get away from, I'm going up on my prices. I'm going to start, my minimum is $50. So I'm going to send those messages out to all my customers here in the next week or two. Let them know that that's going to start next season. So some will say, okay, yeah, no, that's fine, because some are at 40, some will go 50, some won't. Some are at 50, will stay 50, and stuff like that. My acre properties will all be the same. Those won't change. It's just the smaller ones. So what I'm wanting to do there, and plus if their gate is not a minimum, distance, then I won't even use it. So I'm getting to where I can use my walker more and my walk behind less, but keep the walk behind on the mower just in case you need it for something, anyways, or on the trailer, I mean. So that's what I'm going to do. I've raised my prices before in the past. This will be the second time that actually this will be the third time that I've raised them. Raising your prices is good because I'm going to be pickier this year of what I want. I'm going to be able to be in and out quick, but get paid a higher amount. So that means some properties I may do more corner lots. Corner lots are 50. I may end up doing more of those, and that's fine. Anyways, I feel like some of my quality work is going down a little bit because of the amount of properties. Now, I've had way more. I've had 71 before on my own, running those every week. And I dropped down to around 50, so between 40 and 50. But I don't want to be working as fast anymore. I want to slow down, pick up the higher dollar amounts, spend a little bit more time, do a little bit better quality work, and it'd be fine. But I'm going to use the walker more. The thing about the walker, remember I used to say, man, the walker's so slow. Okay, the walker is just as fast as any other top-end mower out there. But I didn't give it a chance. So when I was using the walker this week in all the yards that I could use it in, which was quite a few, you can go, if you run a walker in a zero-tone or a stand-on mower, max speed, let's say 5 miles an hour. If you're doing a lawn, I guarantee you the walker's going to win. Not because it's faster miles per hour, but because it's using less square footage to turn around things, to navigate around things, and it can do it a little bit quicker, not faster, quicker, because it can use sharper angles with less effort, less steering corrections, and so it allows you to just roll around objects quicker, so therefore your time decreases. I was really start focusing on that this week. I'm like, dude, this is actually faster, man. So and on flat acre properties, you could just hum it, you can go. So It doesn't have the suspension, not even a suspension seat. So it's a little rough sometimes, but it's one of those things where some of the country properties I have, I kind of don't want to do anymore. I don't want to do small yards either. Somewhere in between. Anyways, what's up, Kohler? $34. That's not bad, Chris. Mm-hmm. A cheaper holder for your BR800, Eden. Um, talking about like a blower rack, like for a trailer. You can get with the Equipment Defender. They come out with new locking mechanisms for the new generation of their equipment. Better anti-theft. I've used Equipment Defender and I've used Green Touch. I prefer Equipment Defender as far as blower racks. Because oops, it's easier on Green Touch Industry. It's not adjustable. You can only adjust it in height, not this way. You got this big green wall in the front, and you got this right here. And you go to put the blower, these big blowers like the Husky 580 BTS, the big BR 900, the Echo 8020 or 8010, whatever it is. These big guys, they almost are too big for that Green Touch. And because you can't adjust it this way, I got rid of the Green Touch because it was too much. It was just a pain. So with be careful now. So with Equipment Defender with the V2 rack, I've had the old generation too. The V2 rack I really dig because you can adjust it height wise and front to back wise, which I really like. So I can get it to fit my 150 BTS Husky just fine, and then do a couple adjustments, then it can fit my 580. But now I roll with both on the truck. I prefer the 150 BTS blower because it's lighter on my shoulders. You spend maybe an extra minute or so longer blowing everything off. Then did use the 580, but the 580 is so heavy, it gets tiresome after a while pulling it out. This and all that stuff. But I mean, the Husky started in one pull, so I can't complain with that. But as far as holders, try them. I'm sure there's other brands out there, but Equipment Defender and Green Touch are leading in the industry right now. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get it for you. Hold on. Oh, my back is killing me. Here you go, sweetie. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. That's what I recommend. It'll take longer to bolt on the Equipment Defender because you have more pieces. The Green Touch, you got like 3 pieces, I think. Okay. Good morning. What's up, William? William, guys, he's from Kodiak, Alaska. Airborne, brother. What's up, Linton? What's up, Mark? Linton. Sorry. How you doing, Mark? All right. Let's see. Jim, I had a triple cut one time. That was next door to a regular customer last week. It was brutal. May pick up that yard the rest of the season, but I won't be heartbroken if not. Dog poop. Oh, dude. That was the other thing I really like about zero turns or stand-on mowers, because you're making less. You're walking the property less, and so less chances of getting shit on your dog shoes, or on your shoes. But there are some yards that are excessive dog poop. I won't do them, and I'll tell the customer, look, guys, you guys got a lot of shit back there, and I'll say it just like that. And I said, I don't want it all over the place. I don't mind a couple of, landmines here and there, but when it's too much, it's just too much. It's horrible. So Tiger Cat is up for sale. That's right, Ian. $8K. Now, I have it up on Facebook Marketplace. I like the mower. I shouldn't have bought it. I shouldn't have bought it. I'm irresponsible. Should not have bought it. But I bought it anyways. It cuts really good. It has 9.7 hours on it. It has the Kohler engine, the 25 Command Pro on it, and the 52-inch deck Velocity Plus with the suspension adjustable seat. So that one is $8K. All right, man. The X Mark that I used Ben's was pretty damn cool. Yeah, that is pretty good actually. All right, Eden. Oh yes. Tyler, hey, how are you doing, Tyler? Danielle's doing pretty good. There she is. She's in the hospital. Originally went in about a week ago for eye infection. That's under control now, but she still has to be in there until the 15th for that. But while she's in there, she's going to see if she can do her next round of chemo. So she's going to find out from that doctor tomorrow. We're going to go visit her today. We're going to take the two little ones, and then her dad and mother-in-law are going to go up. Or her dad and stepmom, my mother-in-law, are going to go up there and visit her today. All right, gotta go, guys. Feed the kids. I can't see. All right, guys. Everybody, go check out Blind TVs. Now, Chris wasn't always blind. Just a little. I hope you don't mind me, Chris. I'm gonna say something. Chris wasn't always blind. I don't know, huh? Okay, baby, you can go inside and watch it. Um, I don't know, how it started with his eyes, but he wasn't born blind. It just, something happened with his eyes, and he started losing his eyesight. And he had tons of surgeries, and he could see a little bit, but he can't drive. A lot of other things he can't see. He has to see up close on some stuff. So that I couldn't imagine having to do that. But this guy is awesome because he goes out there, he works his 3 jobs, he kicks fucking ass every day, and he doesn't let that stop him doing whatever he wants to do every day. He does a lot of the same things you and I do, even better, you know. So, he's an inspiration to a lot of people who are blind or even not blind, you know. So definitely, I'd like to push his channel, his Instagram out there, because he's putting videos out there. Now he's a new channel, so he doesn't have a ton of videos yet, but we all start at the same place, and he's wanting to put out videos of stuff he just does every day, just random things that a blind person does that they adjust to, that they work around, that that handicap, and then try to live a happy life. And as far as I know, he's a pretty happy individual. You know, sure, it was pretty devastating in the beginning. I'm sure I'd be depressed like anybody would be. But then, sometimes you just got to pull yourself up, and that's what he did. And he's married to a wonderful lady, and he's got a good family. And we. Hold on, meltdown. What happened? Or did you get your hand stuck in there? Oh, look at you, sweetie. We got you. You gotta be careful, okay? You gonna go inside? You gonna stay out here? Okay. Well, here's your little jewel there. All right. Okay. She had caught her hand in the door. So definitely, I want to push him and his channel and his story, and you guys can check him out. Blind TV. That's Chris. Okay. Nice. I want to get one for next season. Hat size. What? Not sure. I need a locking rack, bro. You need a locking rack, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because here's the thing. Whenever someone provides an opportunity for someone to take your shit, and they take it, you can't be upset. Why? Now, this is my way of thinking. Why can't I be upset? Well, I didn't lock it down thinking the whole world is honest. Someone's going to take it. Eventually, you're going to be somewhere. Someone's going to take it. Here's the other thing you could do, though. Okay. Eden, in your truck bed, most truck beds in the corners have those little loops that you can put ties to. Before I got racks, what I used to do was I put my blower and my trimmers back there, and I get this high-end chain or high-end cable, run it through everything, and then lock it to those, and you can't steal it. And I had a bed cover, so you didn't know it was in there anyways. Out of sight, out of mind. But around here, people will steal your shit. They will, if you're parked on like the street and you're doing the yard, they will pull right up there, try to jack with it, and then run off. I can tell when someone's messed with it because it'll be pulled out just a tab. It'll be locked. You can't pull it out, but the little clasp won't be on it. You could tell because you see it sticking out, but they couldn't pull it off because it was locked. And you're like, bastards. But anyways, it's a one-time buy, and you're set for life with that product. Huh? No, not right now. Anyways, it's getting a little warm out here. I have 4 pieces left, by the way. 4 pieces left. I've just been I've just been chowing down on this stuff. No condiments on it. Just it's perfect the way it is. Okay, guys. What else we want to talk about? Pick a topic. Pick somebody got a story you want to talk about. Um, got a question for somebody. Whatever. I'm gonna be on here a little longer, then I'm gonna get off. Side by side UTVs. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Chris. Pools. Swamp Fox. What about pools? UTV, he means. I don't know what that is. I mow some lawns in the hood, and I'm very diligent on the equipment. I have a Polaris to hunt with. Mm. I need another bottle of water. Hold on. Be careful, sweetie. Don't get your legs stuck. So I've been drinking a ton of water. I take my tumbler and add ice in there in the morning before I leave, and then I'll get a cup of ice later in the day, and it'll, between those two things, it'll last all day. Of course, I have a cooler in the truck with ice and bottles of water. And what I've been noticing this past couple weeks, past 2 weeks, or past week, I drink a ton of water, no soda, and I feel good out there. And the day I grab a soda for lunch, I feel like my chest is tight when I'm out there trying to work. So especially the heat. So definitely, we're gonna, try to start sticking to water and, changing some things because I need to lose some weight. I'm not healthy at all. I'm 270 pounds, and it's because, I love food. I love junk food is what it is. I don't eat enough healthy food, and I need to lose weight. I need to go down to like 2 or 210 to be healthier. Mmm, 2 rattlesnakes, jeez. Oh, swamp fox. I couldn't imagine that happening to me. Set it down right by the pool, and in the, oh my gosh. What do you know about the Echo Handheld 620 174 blower? Any good? Well, I can tell you a little something about the. Hey, Brandon. Hold on, guys. I got a text message. Let me see who that is. Hang tight. I'll answer that question. Oh, it's Chris. Oh yeah, I like that picture, buddy. Okay. Huh? You what? Oh, you what? I don't know what you're talking about. You what? I don't know what that is. I don't know, baby, what that is. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, I wish I knew how to speak baby. Anyway, so, um, shit. Oh, Brent, right, 2620. All right, so I've had the 2620 power equipment, the the trimmer, and that thing is really good. But I don't like the handle. Handle is real bulky, and the trigger is real heavy. It wears my hand out throughout the day. A lot of power though. I've had the 2620 PAS system really good on the pole pruner. I think that pole pruner is better than Steel's pole pruner. And let's see here. The stick edger was a monster too. I had the curved shaft, and I didn't like that. Went straight to the straight shaft, which was so much better. As far as the handheld blower, the 2620. All right. Okay. Well, here, drink your water first, and then I'll make you some. Okay. We'll get off here in a few minutes. Pick your passage. Don't leave that on the floor, man. I haven't tried the handheld blower, but if they have a 2620 handheld blower, it's gonna be a monster, dude. All right. Yeah, Chris. I just caught a glimpse of that picture, bro. Well, I should probably be getting off here soon. Um, I don't know what time is it. Hold on. Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. All right. What do we want to talk about? Are you guys struggling with anything that I might be able to help you with? Huh? You want to buy this? Take a bite. Sweetheart, don't throw that down there. All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go get her some milk. You guys watch Landon. I'll be right back. All right, come on. All right, let's get some. Come on. Whew. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? Take it easy, Scout. All right, I need to hit the far. All right, Jim. You have a good day, man. We'll see you later, Kohler. Okay. So, this is so good. Look at that little bit of chard on the side. Oh my goodness, huh? You want a bite? Here you go. Take a bite. Mmm, is that good? Well, here, let's get down on her level. Hold on. Is it good? And take a bite. Oh, hey, take a bite. Jeez. Here, here you go. Chew it. There you go. Is it good? Give Dory that piece. I might have to chew off a piece to give you instead of you try to chew it off. There you go. Be a little easier that way, because you don't want your kids to choke on some of this meat. Chew, chew, chew. Is it good? Oh yeah. Okay. Want more? All right, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. No, 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 no. Don't do that. All right. I got to go. Here, hold on. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Let me go get a knife so I can cut it up, okay? I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. Woo. Cut this up a little bit. Ah, yeah. Little pieces here. So we are still mowing strong. I get calls all the time.
What are you doing?
I'm cutting up some meat, sweet. People wanting me to, bring them on the schedule, and I turn down people all the time. I'm maxed out. I don't want more properties. I have time for more, but I don't want to invest more because here you go. Because no, 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 no. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Just wait. Just wait a second. Hold on. Hold on. A little closer. All right, those right there. One bite at a time. I don't want to bring on more properties because it just takes a lot of time. It's real hot. It's miserable right now. Um, but next year, I'm going to be getting rid of some properties. Okay, not cool eating stuff. My builder had was free. It's a Toro. Oh, I'm not an Echo rep anymore. Well, I never was an Echo rep. I was just in the UAG program, but not more. I left the Echo UAG program after a year and a half. I got tired of all the bullshit. They don't want you to be really honest about stuff. They tell you stop through. They tell you how to run your channel. They tell you what to say with their products, and uh, there's a whole other stuff. That's a whole other conversation I don't even need to talk about because talking about it doesn't change anything. What's up, Scott? Ugh. Wish it was sunny here. I went to go water skiing. Oh, Scott, water skiing would be awesome. I would love to go to Canada to water ski. Guys, for you those who don't know, Scott here with Red Rock Maintenance. He's up in Canada, and he's a big time walker user. He's been using walkers for years, and a couple of guys from Fort Collins, Colorado, from the home office of Walker, flew up there to see Scott for the day and do some filming and this and that. So he's going to be in an upcoming little video thingy with Walker. I thought that was super cool. That's awesome for Scott, that opportunity. You know, I said, oh, you got some pieces right here, sweetie, right there. I say it all the time. There's a couple things you want to do in life whenever you're trying to, you know, get somewhere. You need to communicate with people, build relationships, build bridges. You build bridges because why? Because you want what's on the other side. And building bridges helps both parties, actually. As long as you're genuine and authentic and sincere about building relationships and you love people, you know, you help enough people get where they want to be, with everybody generally, and you eventually get that help back from, any number of ways because of karma. That's what we're talking about here. Well, the season lasts down at your place. We'll be mowing into November. Super day. And some mowing in December. But November it'll start slowing down. October, November, end of October, I'll start slowing. I need to cut some more pieces. Hold on. All right, let me cut some more pieces. I'm sure glad you like this stuff, sweetie. I didn't think you'd like it. You know? But make sure you chew, 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 okay? Okay. There you go. Uh-oh. All right. Do you mow most of the year or what? In Texas, yes. We'll start mowing in February. So we got a couple of months you're down. And even during those couple of months when it's cold, you got leaf cleanups. You got, people who'll call you, hey, my yard hasn't been cut all year. You get there and it's like, Jurassic Park and you're cutting that stuff. Yeah, I know. I would love to go up to Canada and work a couple of days. No, don't give her that. No, she's trying to give the dog the stuff. Soda is your favorite. Soda is your favorite live streams at night, so you don't pass. I know, dude. That's so hilarious. I can't believe I passed out. That will always be something to talk about. Definitely hilarious. That was That was a real pass out. That wasn't like fake or stage ready. That was a real deal. I'm over here talking, and then you had to look. It was about a minute, give or take. And then I was like, oh, oh. It took me like a second to realize that was still filming. Anyways, um, so Scott, um, I was putting my walker up for sale, but I decided I think I'm going to keep it because, as you well know, walkers can maneuver fairly. You can accomplish the yard faster on a walker than you can with like a zero turn or stand on. Not because it's faster as in speed, but because of, all right, stop, babe. Because of how you can maneuver around. No, don't. Because how you can maneuver around objects quicker and with less effort, and you just roll around stuff, just boom, boom. I mean, like I could turn around. One of my acre properties has a lot of trees, a lot of birdhouse poles, a lot of windmills, things like that, and I can circle around those like nothing. And then you're coming down, and then and then keep going, you know, just quicker than I can with a stand on. I can get closer to an object than I can with a stand on because of how the design of that B23, that mower right there, the wheels behind it, then it's even smaller towards the back with the two trail wheels. You know, where on a zero turn or a stand on, I can't get on top of that object and go around it without the wheels wanting to crush it or trying to roll it over. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, so I ordered a deck for the B23. I ordered a 36-inch side discharge deck. I'm not using that company's stop equipment, that dealership that I had problems with when I bought the S18 and swapped it for the B23. Fuck them. I'm not using them. They're a bunch of assholes. So I called the closest Walker dealer, which is in Austin. It's a couple of hours from here, 2.5 hours or so. And so I ordered a 36-inch side collection. So the decks on the Walkers, for a lot of you guys who don't know, swap out with each other all day long. Pretty easy. I don't even think you need any tools. Well, you will need tools because the springs that come down, the load springs. Huh? You need your what? You need more. You want to sit in your chair? No. There's your chocolate milk. Okay, and their chocolate milk isn't really chocolate milk. It's milk with a little bit of a product called Boost. It has a good vitamins and minerals in it. It could be like a meal supplement almost. So that's what we put a little bit of that in the milk. So real chocolate milk, dude, that would be horrible to give her all the time. So this stuff has nutrients in it that's pretty good. Anyways, so I got the 36-inch side discharge coming. It should be in Austin, I think Tuesday. So Wednesday, I'll head out there. If it comes in, I'll call Brandon, the sales rep. He's part owner in it too. I'll call him Tuesday morning and ask him if he knows what time that shipment will be there. So I may even go that day. All right, let's don't pump it, sweetie. If anything, probably Wednesday for sure. And so my goal is to, with the 36-inch stop, the 36-inch side discharge, the OD diameter. Okay, hold on a second. The OD diameter is 37 and an eighth. If I'm going, all right, let's go to the kitchen. Come on. If you run a collection 36-inch deck, you're looking at 36, and I'm coming, 36 and 7/8. But first, give me 1 second. At first, all my gates were maxed out at 37. So my Ferris OD is 37. I'm coming. My Kubota 36 was actually about 36, a little under. It wasn't a true 36. I'm wanting to run the 36 on the walker so I can get in my properties, do all my work, and go. And my big properties on another day, 1 day a week, instead of splitting them up, and then swap out to the 48-inch deck and knock all those out with only one mower. And so I want to check that out. Next year, I might, I bought that S18. I think that was so underpowered. I think a Walker minimum on collection should be 23, 25 horse. But I think next year, I talked to Alan Metzger last week, and he said, dude, you ought to try out the C model. It's not quite the T model, but it's bigger than, the B model. So, but the price is so close to the T, why wouldn't you want to go to T? But you could throw a 36 collection deck on that too. Bigger engine, bigger hopper. They're not wider, they're just taller. So maybe they are a little bit wider, I don't know. So we'll see. That means I'll have to deal with grass clippings. I don't really want to do that. because that's a lot of time you have to stop, once a day and go dump grass. And if there was a way, if I could build something to unload that grass so much quicker, if it's inside something, the front end loader could come pick it up, dump it out, put it back on the trailer, maybe. It will give it a cleaner look. Yeah. Is it really worth it? I don't really know. Anyways, okay, let me go inside real quick. I have 22 horsepower. The 20 is fantastic collection with. Hold on a second. I need to go get her more chocolate milk. Come on, sweetie. Hey. All right, come on.
I see it. I see it. Oh.
Case, don't do that. Be nice to Landon, sweetie. He's almost ready for breakfast too. I mean, his little mid-morning snack. Paid extra for the power dump on my 25. Saved my back in the fall season when dump. Yes, I agree. Uh, that would be probably something I would get if I got another collection system. I would definitely get the power dump. I didn't mind on the S18 having to do that manually because it wasn't a big hopper. The S18 has a smaller hopper, so it wasn't that bad. Um, but when you get into the larger hopper and you got a lot more weight, that's a little different story. Um, but I don't know. Um, I just want to get away from some properties, some little smaller ones, get a little bit bigger, uh, a little bit bigger yards, so I can, maybe use the walkers a little bit more and look better. The walkers strike really good. Just something about the decks, they do really good, and you can maneuver in and out real easy. They're comfortable to use. I will get a suspension seat for my 48. Walker switched to Grammer, super expensive, but you can find still an off-brand suspension seat, a couple $100. So, all right, let's see here. Grammer seat is freaking awesome. Scott, do you have the Grammer seats on yours? Okay, obviously you just said it. Okay. We're down to one last piece of the pork ribs, and everything else is gone. That was my breakfast, by the way. Okay. You want some more, sweetie? No, she's full. Um, you're full. And the sun is starting to creep halfway up the back patio. Okay, guys, what other questions do you have? Any issues or problems or questions with your lawn business right now that I might be able to help you out with or shed some light, or maybe, someone else who's watching the video might be able to help out with? Because I'm probably going to get off here in just a second. Get these guys taken care of, go inside, let them cool off. Can you find me some good employees? Well, that's hard, and that's everywhere. It's so crazy. It's everywhere. You know, because it's so physically. That's not even that physical. No, yeah, it is. Lawn business is a physically demanding um, industry. Not like running concrete, because that's or heavy landscaping and stuff like that. But the thing about lawn care is you're constantly moving. That's the challenge part. That's where I hear from everyone. No one gets that lawn care is hard. That's right. Lawn care isn't hard, but you're constantly moving. And the other thing is you're in all elements: rain, cold, heat. Any of those elements worse than others, depending where you're at in the U.S. or in the world, for that matter. And paying more money isn't necessarily going to get you better employees, although sometimes it does. because generally a really good employee is not going to work for $8 an hour. You know, um, although here's the other thing too. Guys are willing to work. Guys and gals are willing to work when they're desperate and they need to have money. They'll work for less. That's just how it is. That brings me on another topic to talk about another day. On people thinking well, there's a lot of low ballers and this and that. There's a whole other story to that. But we can leave that for a discussion another time. Talking about low ballers, I'll title it that, because there's some truth to that, but there's some things that maybe you don't know on why that person has a low price. So, anyways, so back on exactly, yeah. Hey, what's up, Ben? Exactly, having that sleeping this morning, wake up to this live, and now I'm hungry. Ben, you just missed it, bro. We just ate an entire plate. We had 10, 10 or 12 pork rib pieces. I ate all that except this one. That's one cut in half that Casey was gnawing on. But anyways, so with employees, because I tried employees in the summer of 2017, and I've had a 19-year-old employee, and I've had now the 16-year-old employee. Those two guys, for me, have worked harder than the grown-ass men that I've had for me. Um, but it's when you're wanting to be bigger, not necessarily grow, because some solo guys like helpers here and there, and they only want a certain amount of properties, and then that's it. They just want help with those. So if you're not trying to grow constantly, or get 200-300 or whatever, you want to stick to that smaller amount, but you want a helper. It's hard to find that person because you're figuring people who need a job, they need a job for a couple of reasons. Well, they need to pay bills, number one, and they need well, that's it. They need to pay bills and live, survive. So a lot of times, getting someone to do that type of work is hard because it's not a set schedule every day. It's not guaranteed whether it rains or not, So what happens is you get overloaded the next day after it rains because you got so many to do, or you don't have anything to do, and then they got to go home, then they're not getting paid. So there's a lot of emotions that go on to that individual and dealing with the elements. So it's very hard to have something like that. If you had like a shop, if you had a shop where you're a big enough company, this is just something I just now thought of, a big enough company where you had a shop, and in the shop you could rotate your guys out, every week or every day. You have a schedule, and someday, a day a week, everybody's taking turns. They're repairing stuff. They're doing maintenance. They're doing this, that. That breaks up the monotony with everybody. It's not, okay, we only got a shop guy. This is all he does. This guy, this is all he does. When you're alternating the positions, you break up the monotony a little bit. You break up the complacency, and I think it helps the motivation a little bit better. But you get guys who are lazy, and I think because they're lazy, or man, it's you could go work for one company in lawn and landscape, and it'll be different. You go work for another company in lawn and landscape. One company could work your tail off, and the other company more relaxed. There's so many variables out there. Young people crap these they don't how to hustle, work hard. I'm 42 and I can run circles. That's true, but it takes a while. Remember back when you were young, you might not have been that way. We were all different when we were young. Most of us guys now who are in our 40s, we were different when we were teenagers than the teenagers today. And a lot of that has to do with the household that they grow up in, and then all the bullshit that goes on outside of our house we can't control. The influences is what I'm referring to in all different kinds of avenues of approach. So when you have these youngsters with you, like I had a 19-year-old kid, his name was Nick, and this was about 2 years ago in the summer of 2017. He was in welding school. He contacted me. He was in welding school, Tulsa Welding School. And he says, hey, Kev, ooh, that sun's getting close. Right here. Oh, shit. Well, when it gets to right here, we're going inside. So we got about 20 more minutes. Hold on. I got a beep. Let me see my beep. Danielle, I think this is all stuff I want to need. Okay. So he says, hey, Kev, I got about 2-3 months, of I could work for you after that. When I graduate, I'm going to go my welding school. I said, absolutely, Nate. That'd be great. So I paid him $10 an hour. Okay. We worked Monday through Friday. He went to school early that morning, 7:30. He got there. You want more? Hold on. You want some more? Okay, well, don't play with that. No, it's not to play with, sweetie. That's Daddy's knife. Yeah. You're doing so good out here.
I want more.
Now you want more. All right, hold on, guys. And so, all right, take your passy out. Don't throw it down. Set it down right there. Okay. Is it pretty good?
It's so good.
Yeah, it's not bad, huh? Daddy has a habit of eating everything, though. So he would go to welding school, get to my house about 1 o'clock. I would already work that morning. Then he'd work with me the rest of the day until we were done. 5, 6, 7, whatever. Monday through Friday. I wouldn't work him on the weekends. I would still be working. Whoops. And we did, when he wanted to work, we would work on the weekends, but it wasn't often. And normally it would be landscape stuff. So, anyways, he worked his tail off. The other grown ass adults I had, one guy quit after 1 day, another guy quit after 2 days, one guy said he went through BUDS training in the Navy, but this is the same guy that quit after 2 days, or yeah, 2 days. BUDS is I don't remember what it stands for, but it's part of the training that the Navy SEALs go through, and I'm like, there's no way you went through BUDS training, and then you're gonna quit lawn care after 2 days because he said it was too hot. I call BS on that. So now he was a Navy veteran and had it on his driver's license, and he didn't. I would ask him all kinds of questions, and he was just kind of, never really answered them. And I just like, dude, there's no way. Your teeth, for one, your teeth are all fucked up. For someone who just got out a few years ago, he had like meth head teeth. They're all rotten out. Like, there's no way, no way. It just everything about him, I just knew it was BS. Anyways, he quit. Had a couple other guys. One guy would work for about a month. Hold on, be careful. Would work about a month. But he was always on his phone out in the field. In the truck, I don't care because we're on our way to the next place. But in the field, he was always on his phone. I always had to go behind him to make sure he did stuff. If he said the gate was closed, you could bet it wasn't. You have to go back there. And so after a couple times, I'm like, he quit on his own because I kept making him go back and double check himself. And I kept telling him, get off your phone. And he'd have to leave early or come in late. There's always some bullshit excuse. This was adults. But these young guys with Caden and with Nick, dude, all those guys want to do is work, work, work. Be careful, is work, work, work. Actually, I want a few more minutes, so we're gonna come in here in this shape. It's right. Here it is. Yeah, you got plenty in there. So all they want to do is work, 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 and that's what I like. Anyway, so it is hard. It's hard to find someone. The best employees is when you can find an employee, a guy or a gal, whose spouse has a good job and supports really everything, pays for everything. Because then that employee, it's kind of like a hobby for them, but a little bit more of a job too. They don't have as much pressure, When you start thinking about the different stresses you have going on at home, this and that interrupts your thinking when you're at work. You're talking to guys that had 72 jobs. I've had 72 jobs in my life, okay? And I've quit a ton of them for various reasons. So, and by the way, that's 72 jobs that have been accounted by the IRS. I mean, 72 jobs I pay taxes on. So I've had more than that, actually. Some jobs I would start one day and say, fuck you, I'm out of here. And I would quit, just I'm not proud of that. But what I'm getting at is, people quit for different reasons. And, but it's hard to keep employees in this industry because, one, it's not their baby that they're working on. They're out here doing something they don't, want to do. Like if it's blazing hot balls, right? You're like, man, I don't want to get started at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm going to start around 10. That's your decision. Employees, if you tell them, hey, we got to be here at 8, let's go. And they don't want to be there at 8. They want to be there at 10. Well, they got to be there at 8. So because it's not their baby, they have to do things when they don't want to do them. That may be in a different time frame than when we do something we don't want to do, and we alternate or change or adjust our schedule a little bit. That's why as owner operators, we stick it with it longer because we are making those decisions along the way. We are getting, the majority of that money from the customer, not a small percentage for an hourly wage. So it's very hard to find employees in that sense. And I think it's harder to have an employee who has who has already maybe experience. Well, actually, I've had it both ways. I've had some employees that were pretty decent working wise, having experience, like Caden. Caden has previous experience. He's been doing lawn care for 2 summers, And with me, I had to adjust his trimming a little bit. Now he's faster. He does better quality work, and it's faster. And so he really likes that. Plus, he likes not using push mowers. And then when the guys who come in who are completely fresh, it takes longer. Like my son James, I haven't seen him in over a year, but when he was working with us every day, when I go out there and work, earn money, he was 12, 13. Um, it took him about a month. Then he got so good with the trimmer. But patience from the owner operator is so important when you're training someone new to the industry or even not new to the industry. And we get so quick to want to fuss at them. You know, why are you fucking do this? I done told you twice. Twice ain't enough, Jack. How many times did you do something wrong before you finally got it? And then how many times did it take you even more to perfect it? So being patient, you have to work harder to be patient for someone who doesn't have any experience, but be patient as well for someone who does have experience, because you're trying to mold and change them toward. Look what she's doing. She's out there playing. She's so where is she? She's right there. She's so adventurous. Be careful. Be careful up there, sweetie. Get down. You need to get down, please. I don't want you falling. Get down, please. There you go. Good job, big girl. Yeah, she cracked her head the other day. I'll tell you another time. But anyways, it takes a lot of patience, and if you owner and operators can just take a step back, okay, and when you're training someone, it's hard. You take a deep breath. You're like, okay, give them the expectations at the very beginning, but don't just say, hey, I expect you to do this, 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 and then not provide training. You have training, then you have ongoing training, okay? And that ongoing training, guess what? That even happens to us as owner operators. So we just maybe don't see it as ongoing training. But I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly training. You know, there's days, I guess what? There's days I get a little lazy. My trimming may not be so bam, boom, you know. There may be days I'm trying to cut a corner and be like, I'm not going to catch that 6 inches. Fuck it, I'll get it later. You know, but when an employee does that, you bitch at them. So you have to think about that. Don't be so hard. Don't be so critical. Don't be so quick to let someone go when you haven't even given them a chance, a quality chance to, to do good work. Because if you are setting the standard, a high standard for those to follow, every single time, every single day, no matter the element, they're going to follow suit. If you are constantly adjusting and changes, and they say, well, why'd you do that? You didn't do that the other time, and you make an excuse why you didn't do it, guess what? You're training them the same way. Okay? So you have to think about that when you're out there training, and take the time with Caden. You know, I used to get frustrated at my son a lot. I get frustrated at Nick a lot. But a lot of time has passed since then. And Caden is the first employee I've had since 2017. And with him, I've been extremely patient. So during that 2-year time frame, what has changed? What has happened? I've grown up, for one thing. I've become more patient because I have understanding now that hollering or yelling or fussing or quick to fire isn't helping anybody, because they're there because they want to be there, because they got up, put their shoes on, and came to your place to work. It is now your job to be patient and help guide them along the way. So if they're out there and it's hot, you're like, you know what? I know it's hot, buddy. You know, you relate to them. I know it's hot, Caden. It's hot as the dickens, man. Sweating in your eye and it stings and burns. We're out here trying to do a good job, and that's where you say, you know what? When you get like that, find a shade and just take a break for a second. You know, is that really going to slow you down? No, it's not. What it's going to do is help you. It's going to prevent heat exhaustion. It's going to prevent over fatigue, and they're going to respect you more for that. Now, I'm not talking about take a 5-minute break every yard you get in, every backyard you get into that's got shade. That's not what I'm talking about. Remember, your body is conditioned to this already. Your determination and your willingness to suck through all the bad weather and stuff to get to the end of the day to pay your bills is different mindset than that of an employee. So with knowing that, you need to be more patient. So that way, once you build this employee and you're paying, like I'm paying Caden now $12 an hour. It was $10 an hour. I was going to wait 1 month, but he's such a good kid, and he works his tail off, and he does whatever I ask him to without hesitation. And he has questions. He's learned to ask about this and that. And to me, that was worth $2 more an hour. So I pay him that, and he's worth $12 an hour. I paid Nick $12 an hour too. I made him wait a whole month. And these guys, what they're learning from you, is a lot. And same thing with adults. When adults come work for you, they're not going to change a whole lot. You know, for those who want to change, you have to identify that, see that, and then be willing to work with that. That's only going to benefit you, because if you let somebody go, now you're screwed. If you take on 15 more properties, you let somebody go, now you're screwed. Okay? So it's an investment. Try. Be patient is the key. All right, let's read some. I ran more circles back then. Yep. True talk there, Kevin. Appreciate it, Ben. Brandon, do you know that most BUD instructors are Marine Corps drill instructors? I would assume so, because, you know, being in the different militaries, with that, guys who are instructors, who drill instructors, often become instructors in other areas, which is so cool. That is pretty awesome. Let's see, Scott. It's even harder up here to keep people, as once end of November hits snow, lawn care is over till April or May. That's true, because people want to go and do other things. Scott, you going inside? You ought to try to find what else could you do in that time frame in the winter. Could you take up carpentry? If I lived where it snowed, you damn well I'd be taking up carpentry, because I'm pretty good with my wood. Some of you guys are thinking out there. But so you would pick up carpentry in the fall time, cabinet making, maybe this and that. So Scott, if you're in the downtime in the summer, now for a lot of you owner operators who live where it snows for several months and you're out, okay, a lot of you guys stack your money for the winter, your first few months of lawn care. You know how much you need to have each month during the wintertime. You stack that up, you throw that to okay, I'll be inside in a minute. You stack that to the wintertime, then you don't have to worry about it. You're living off of that. Well, if you want to keep working, keep employees, figure out what can you do indoors or outdoors. If you don't want to do snow removal, you can go inside. Do carpentry work, cabinetry work, wood staining, all those types of things. Maybe build furniture. I don't know, whatever. I'm just thinking outside the box, because I do the same thing in our winter here. I just change gears and do something different that I really don't do in the summertime. What's up, Willie? All right, excellent advice, man. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. All right, Scott, when someone can't do what I want, I usually just go do it myself. Laugh out loud. I need to get better at being patient. Okay, Scott, here's the thing about teaching. Teaching and training are two different things, okay? And giving up. Now, here's also another thing that a parent, that reminds me of what you just said, what parents do nowadays. My wife does this a lot, and I'm the complete opposite. Although I am 10 years older, I grew up different. I do have a military background where she doesn't. That's a little different. She was an only child. Okay, so here's some of the differences, because I see it in kids and I see it in adults. We want to do something because you just said it. Why? Because it's quicker. All right, I like to have the kids do dishes every night if there's dishes to be done. If you do them every day, there's only a couple of dishes. If you do them once a week, then you got a shitload of dishes, right? So, okay. Or I tell them, hey, go do this, go do this, go do that. Or Danielle says, man, I need help in the house. I said, babe, you got 2 children that are able to help you do anything you want. You just have to train them and show them. Well, no, it takes longer. I just do it quicker myself. Okay, well then don't bitch about having to do everything then. So here's the thing. You can tell somebody, hey, go trim these hedges, and if they're trying to do it or whatever and it's not going as fast or what you like, don't worry about it. Just go put the equipment up. I'll do it real quick. And you do it in 10 minutes and you go. You're not helping them, just like you said. You're not helping them. You're not investing in what you're paying. So you're paying an employee. Check this out. This may be a little different. You have an employee, whoever, okay, and they're talking baby talk. Hold on. She's talking to the dog, but that's Landon. He's talking too. Okay, so you hire an employee. Check this out. That employee is an investment. It's investment in 2 ways. Investment in time and investment in money. To what? To get a return back, right? What is that return? That return back is profit. How is that profit? Because you could do more in one day by having an employee. There you go. Okay, it's that simple. So by investing your time your time into the money that you're investing is going to help you return in your returns, okay? So you have to stop yourself and be like, you know what? Tell you what, let me show you a few tricks, Mr. Employee. Check this out, bro. And be positive. Don't be, fine, look, let me show you how to do it. I've only showed you twice. Don't be that dickhead, okay? I'm that dickhead sometimes. and I don't like being a dickhead. Okay, and it's hard to slow down and stop, but you have to do it because it's going to benefit you more. Shit, here comes that sun. Damn, that reminds me of that movie. Uh, oh shit, the one with Vin Diesel, when they're on that island, or they're on that planet. Uh, Anyways, and the sun comes. Hurry up, Kira, whatever that chick's name was. They all turn to dust because of the sun. All right, hold on. All right. Now I'm going to want to watch that movie. Okay, so you need to be patient. You need to be like, you know what? All right, no problem. Just stop. Put your tools down. Just stop. You know what? Come on, bro. I'll show you. All right. So I was watching you how you do this, okay? And, and this and that. He goes, but I'm going to show you a couple easy, quick ways to do it, and you don't want to be sympathetic, but you want to have empathy. Be like, you know what? I totally get it. I've been there. I know it's frustrating. Let's say Bob, but and I know you're tired, and I'm tired too, but check this out. Here's an easy way how to do it. You just do this, do that, and see how, have them focus on with their eyes on something that you're doing, because visualization and hearing go hand in hand. So, all right, so check it out, Bob. Watch how I'm doing this with my arms, and they'll be like, okay, you see the difference? This is what you were doing right here. They're going to be like, oh, there you go. Cha-ching! You just invested in what you're spending, and you're going to get a return because of it. So you have to make yourself. So an owner-operator is disciplined in a lot of things. They're disciplined in having great quality of work. Now, this is over time. They're disciplined in their books. They're disciplined in customer relations. They're disciplined in time management. So become disciplined in training, okay? Training and coaching, because you are investing, all right? I can't say that enough. Be patient. And remember, you were in that same spot one time. My quality of work is not the same as it was in the very beginning. 3 years ago, I didn't have anybody. I didn't fucking look on YouTube. How to do this, how to do that. I think I watched like 2 videos. I said, fuck it. I want to start a lawn care business. What was I thinking? But I tried my tail off on my property. And I had a $99 Murray push mower. Wasn't even self-propelled. Fucking suck. You doing a push mower in fucking Texas. Push! Okay? That was hard. I got better. I had no one. You know who told me I was doing a good job? Customers. Customers said, Kevin, you should charge more. You do excellent work. After so many of those, I'm like, you know what? I need to charge more. And it goes from there. So because I was putting in that time, that patience, that hard work, that learning, I got the return back of more money. An employee is no different. Okay, are you paying taxes on their money and making them pay their own taxes? No, I'm doing it on my end because it's easier. I can't tell the heat that I use. Hold on, I can't take the heat like I used to. Haven't been able to for 3 or so years now. Was able to get out there in the black shirts and go for hours. Well, here's the other thing, Avenging Night. As we get older, our body becomes less and less tolerant to elements. Totally get it. Maybe, and where you're at, I know it's just as hot as here, but change what you're wearing. I know you wear a baseball cap a lot. Guys, I'm telling you, the sun don't fuck around. You need to get a sombrero hat. Like I wear shoulder to shoulder. We don't jack around here in Texas, okay? Shoulder to shoulder that has vent holes at the top, okay? Wear those, the same type of shirts that they wear on the Pro Bash Tour. Well, no, because a lot of them are wearing stuff by Gemini. But if you go to Academy or something like that, you're wearing the CCA brands or the Magellans. Magellans are a little thicker than I like. Plus, they're a little tight around the neck. I don't care for that. The CCA brand, that is their Coastal Conservation Association for fishing. They have a wider neck I like, and I like wearing either a white T-shirt V-neck or a tank top underneath. That lifts that fabric up off you. That fabric dries super fast, man. Wind blows through it, keeps the sun off of your skin. By doing that, you are increasing your performance because that sun is not beating down on you. And so, in the pants, don't wear jeans. You're going to burn up the jeans. If you wear shorts, that's going to be hard too. You'll want to wear the thin Magellan pants. They stretch. They're super thin. They breathe. They're lightweight. And you can get the ones that have the short conversion. You can undo the zips, and then now you got shorts. So wearing the proper attire makes a big difference. That's one thing I've learned when I was in the infantry is now you can't just change your uniform. It didn't work that way. But, when we receive different uniforms, like, wow, this is so much cooler temperature-wise than the last one. The last style we had of BDUs. So that's so true. 3 years ago, I started, guess what? White T-shirt and shorts and a fucking Chichi Rodriguez golf hat. Dude, I was hating life. Hating life. It wasn't until the following year I started wearing long sleeve, started wearing pants. It wasn't until a year ago, or a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I started wearing my big sombrero. Big difference. And a net gator. Wear a net gator. The net gators you want are the ones with spandex. I'm sorry, ones with polyester and 8% spandex. They're made by Magellan. They stretch both directions. They stretch long ways and they stretch widthwise. Those are better real net gaiters than the other ones that only stretch one way. That are too tight. You can't breathe. I don't like them. These are thinner material. When it sweats, when you sweat and it runs down you, or the wind blows on you, dude, you feel so good. You hop into your truck with cold AC. You will be dry by the time you get to your next place. You're recharged. You're ready to go. The sun's off. You're out there kicking some tail. So the proper clothes make a big difference. I teach skiing. Okay, I have people asking me to plow snow, but it's expensive for insurance and hard on trucks. Well, you know, that's something to look at. Walkers also plow snow too. Now, I don't know how big we're talking about up there on the scale of plowing snow, but you may want to look into the walkers, Scott, and maybe you already have. Some of them have different level snow blowers, and then they have cabs. You can put the cab canopy on there, so you're inside the cab. It's got the windshield wipers, the fucking headlights and shit. And that's something. Look at that. That's something to think about too. She gave. Hold on. She gave Landon some stars, some snacks, baby stars. So cute. Such a big sister. If I lived up north, okay, yeah, you got to pay more for insurance. Okay, well, if you're getting the money to pay for that, that's no different than having the insurance for paying for lawn care. You're already paying that, but you may pay a little bit more. But I totally get it. But it's something, something to look into. Maybe you could do. You don't have to do big scales. Maybe just do parking lots. Maybe just do banks. Start small first, and then be like, you know what, this isn't that bad. Because if you had a bunch of small banks or small gas stations or small whatever, you're only dealing with small stuff. If you go and do like mall parking lots or highways, that may be a little different, or big neighborhoods, that may be a little different. Oh, here's another thing. Do them in HOA neighborhoods. Just think smaller first. So you're spending less money, you're investing less time. Maybe stuff you could try on your own first and be like, you know what, that's not that bad. Okay, I'll hire an employee to help me do this and then build from there. I don't know, just an idea. What do I know about snow removal? We don't have that shit in Texas, except it does snow in Amarillo. Before going full time, I get big enough to maintain revenue through the year? Question mark. Before going full time, get big enough to maintain revenue through the year. You can. Here's the thing. You know what your this is from Woodland Services. You know what your bills are, okay? So calculate your bills every single month. You have two types of bills. You have non-fluctuating bills and you have fluctuating bills. Okay, well, what the fuck is that? The non-fluctuating bills, in my opinion, are stuff like child support, food and gas for your car, insurance, car payments, rent, and like utilities. Those are all non-fluctual, what the fuck did I just say? Stuff that doesn't change. It's pretty much a set price. That's it. And the other stuff, like other things, maybe spending this, maybe spending that, whatever else, Okay, so you have these things. Now this over here will be probably a higher amount than what's over here. So you're adding, you got to have this as a minimum, and you add that up for 12 months, okay? You got to have this per month. Then you take this, and then you go up maybe a couple $100. Okay, it's fluctuating. That was the word I couldn't think of. She says, "Are you okay, brother?" And then you add that up, and then you figure out how many properties that you need to have at this price range. Okay, well, if you have a lower price range, you're going to be working more. If you have a higher price range, you're going to be working less. You'll have less properties, but you're paying more. Okay, I started out that way, and then as I got bigger, as I got better, actually, my prices went up. The amount of properties I had went down, making the same amount, but I have less properties. So, and then I started adding other services. So yeah, before, now I didn't start part-time. I went straight full-time. I said, fuck it, we're doing it. Let's do it. Because I liked the pressure. The pressure made me get off my ass quicker, faster, and do more. And I learned a lot faster that way. Now that may not be a good situation for everybody, just saying. Riddick, yes, that was it, Riddick. Thank you, Brandon. Chronicles of Riddick. Yes, that's actually what it is the movie, or Chronicles of Riddick. Yeah, he had the glasses that helped him see during the day. Then he had that pet that built his poison resistance. Yep. If someone doesn't know the job you're hiring for them, it's our own learning experience, because if they don't know the job, what help are they to? Well, that's true. Wood lawn services, because if they don't know the job, what? Okay, well, here's the thing. It's our own learning experience. Okay, I think I understand. Yeah, if you hire somebody who wants to work in for you but doesn't have experience, that's okay. I've hired people who hasn't had experience before. Or people say, yeah, I'm good with a trimmer. I normally say, okay, we'll see. But if they want to work, if someone wants to work and you need help and you want to hire them, and if you're patient with them, they're probably going to turn out to be a good employee. And if not for other reasons, that's fine, that you tried. But a lot of times, yeah, they may not know. You may hire someone that doesn't have that experience, and that it is your experience to help train them. Just remember, when you're hiring someone, you're investing that money in them to get a return. So if you want to increase that return, you increase your attention towards that person. Now, if it doesn't work out, they need to deed him out. Well, then, you tell them to take a hike. I work off of a morning and go till I can't take the heat, and then wait till evening and go back. There's nothing wrong with that either, Avenging Night. We do that here. I haven't done that yet this year, but last year, 2017, you could bet we did. We got in August, we would take an hour lunch, Now, normally, we'll go through a drive-through, we'll eat real quick in the parking lot somewhere, and we'll go. Or we'll eat on the way to the next place. If you're paying taxes on if you're paying the taxes on what you're paying them, they need to realize your compensation a lot more than $12 an hour and less in your pocket. Right. So, it's absolutely, Plus, I provide water, ice water in the truck every single day. We go through about a case a day. Water's cheap, dude. I don't want somebody passing out. Now, he used to work for another company. No, you had to bring your own water. Man, fuck you, dude. Don't be like that. Water is not that expensive. And I keep ice in the cooler every single day inside the truck, and ice is water. We have a case of water outside the cooler and a case of water inside the cooler. So as we pull one out, we put one in. Anyway, so yeah, there's different ways to do taxes, whatever it is you want to do, So we're not here to talk about taxes. I don't offer help to anyone on taxes. You have to seek out your own tax advisor on that. Your chat sessions are always full of information. Some know and some don't, but Kevin, I like listening to them. Well, I appreciate that. What is your first name? Woodland Services. I like to know people's names. What's up, Aaron? Good morning, my man. Ian, I'm off to cut yards. All right, Ian, stay cool, brother. Drink plenty of fluid and have a good time today. And I'm glad you're able to stop in. I appreciate that, Woodland Lawn Services. Let me know what your name is. I like watching other channels too. Yeah, I already know. Shit, you're going to kill me, Avenging Night. Damn, what's the first letter of your name, Avenging Night? And I bet you I'll get it. Is this the Woodlawn from OKC? That's what Ben is asking. I know he's not asking me because I have no idea. I see Woodland come in the chat rooms, and comment, all the time. I'm still J, Jason, Jerry, Jeff, Jordan, are any of those right? Oh, jeez. Jay, it's got to be Jason, Jared, Jerry. I'm starting to remember now because I remember you would message me on your private Facebook, and I remember the name. No, oh, jeez. Jason, Jared, Johnny Riddle. That's what it is. Yep, I know I got it. It's Sean Wood. Sean Wood. All right, well, that makes sense. Wood Lawn Services. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that, dude. Yep. See, I knew I was going to get it, Johnny. J-O-C. You started to put the other letter there. Johnny Riddle. That's right. Now I remember. What's up, Matt? Lawn care. Oh, no, sorry. Thomas. Oh, wait, no. Thomas. The name. Thomas. Yes, Thomas, lawn care guy. Sorry. I started to read out lawn care little guy. That's Matt. So, Thomas. Yep. How you doing, Thomas? Man, we're probably going to close it up here in a bit. But anyways, people call me John, not Johnny. Either works. Okay. Oh, I thought that was a wasp. It was a love bug. Well, I was about to have to change my shorts there for a sec. Okay, guys, what other questions you have? What other topics? We'll wrap it up. We got 6 more minutes. That'll make 2 hours. What else we got? We got 2 more hours. Or not 2 hours. We've been on here 2 hours and 6 more minutes. No, Wyatt is a lawn care little guy. No, Wyatt's not the. No, he is a lawn care little guy, but he's not the lawn care little guy. Matt Clevenger from Oklahoma is lawn care little guy. But I like Wyatt. That's the other thing. I met Wyatt when I was when we went down to Lake Zurich, Illinois, when we got on board with ECHO, with the UAG User Advisory Group, the ECHO Means Business program. That could be a top. Be careful. That could be a good topic of discussion on another live event, focusing on that. But we don't want to do that right now. But anyways, yeah, he's a young kid up in whatever state he's in, just kicking tail. Wyatt is a cool dude. Yes, he is. I like watching him. He's out there working hard, learning. He's still young, so he's at home. I really like that because he could stack his money a little bit. He's learning. Obviously he has good parents because he carries himself very well. He's had to learn from somewhere. So I really like that, and he's not afraid to put himself out there. Some people may want to talk a little bit of trash to him on his lives or on his Instagram lives or something, and he talks right back, and I really like that. So, but he doesn't take it personally. Laughs about it, off his shoulder, and goes on, and he's doing good things. So if you guys haven't had a chance, check out Wyatt with Wyatt's lawn care. Wyatt's Lawn and Lawn Care. He says it so fast. Wyatt's Lawn Care, I think it is. I really like watching him. Kevin, do you like or do you do not maybe 36 Ferris? I'm learning towards by. Yes. Okay. I'll tell you right now. Ferris. Ferris will always be my number one favorite all-time brand out of all the mowers in the world, because of their patent suspension system. You see all these guys. Oh, I like Gravely. Oh, I like Toro. Okay, yeah. Now Toro. Now you get the Toro Titan HD, whatever their biggest, most badass mower, with all the suspension, and they got this platform that rocks like that. That's fucking kick-ass shit. Those are going to be comfortable, okay? Because of Ferris's patent suspension, the shocks, the struts, the four-wheel independence, the wishbone up front, those are hard to beat because they're patent. Other companies can't quite get close to that. There's an area that you can't get past, and then that becomes infringing. Ferris will always be my favorite. Because of Ferris's suspension, it absorbs a lot more impact, a lot more sudden impact, a lot more jolt, a lot more when you're going over stuff, cushier ride. So that allows you to keep your speed up on your mowing, which increases productivity. And that is the overall mission statement from Ferris. Is they want to make a mower. Ferris has been around a long time. They want to make a mower that gives you the best cut over multiple terrains. What does that mean? That means what they're designing and the suspension. Now they do have mowers that don't have suspension. For those that do, they're designing a comfortable mower that will allow you to be comfortable, to operate a higher speed, have control, and to still give a quality cut on different types of terrains. That's why you see the big wheels. That's why you see the suspensions and things like that. And that really makes a big difference. So where Walker doesn't have that. Walker gives you what? Walker gives you a phenomenal cut, best on flat ground. Now the flat ground could be rolling hills as long as it's flat. You know what I'm saying? Down here we have a lot of dips, and holes in grounds because of critters, digging holes, dogs digging holes and shit like that. And you're going, you're doing that, you're like, dude, fuck this Walker. Well, you're taking that Walker out of its element. The Ferris gives you that smoother ride through all types of terrain. It doesn't do best on any one type of knot. Gravely, Toro, Encore, all those other guys that got stand-on platforms, they all have relatively the same thing. You either have a horizontal spring system or you have a vertical. Well, you have a horizontal spring system or a vertical spring system. And you have, the Kubota had about this much play, okay? On the V-Ride 2, the SCAC, you had about this much of play. In fact, I never bottomed out on the SCAC platform, just standing there doing that right there. But on the Encore, on the Toro or the Exmark Staris, on the Encore, on the World Lawn, uh, the Gravely, the Kubota. I bought not Gravely, sorry. On the right, I bottomed out on all of those just by doing that. I'm 270 pounds. If you're 120, you're not going to do that probably. And so I didn't want to go with those because you're bouncing all over the damn place. But with Ferris, the big wheels on the Z1, where you can't get that big size wheel until you go to a 48 or 52 or 60 on some other brands, it makes a big difference. So Ferris will always be my favorite. But I love trying new equipment. I love experimenting. I love having the knowledge and experience on other stuff because I'm a guy. I like trying new things. So I'm going to GIA with Matt. That'll be cool, Scott. That'll be a fun time, man. I've never been. Maybe next year we'll see how Danielle's doing. You guys are gonna have a great time. What the heck is I go mow a lawn and Kevin is still talking? I know, Doug. I know. Hey, we're having a good time, bro. Also, guys, check out Eden here. He's got a YouTube channel. He's relatively new. I forget what state you're in, bro, but that's Doug. Doug has got him and his wife. His wife will go with him sometimes to go out there work, and he's got a brand new Skag V-Ride 2 out there mowing some lawns. He's got an old Dixon mower. They've been around a long time. And, boy, that sun's coming in. Jeez. Check out his channel. He's got some cool stuff. He's got some yards that stripe up pretty good. And I want to go to GIA just for the hell of it, but I can't. I want to go too. A lot of people want to try out equipment. That's cool too. But if I go to, it won't be this year, but whenever we go to GIA, I'll go sometime. This is going to sound so fucking crazy to you guys. You're going to be like, what? I want to go to meet people. I don't care if I don't get on a single machine. I do not care. I don't care. I want to go to meet people, in person. I want to go to the different booths, meet people I don't even know. I want to meet people that don't even watch the channel because to me, it's not about trying to get people to introduce my channel to. It's not that. For me, I want to go because I love learning. I want to go and see the different things, see the different booths, see companies I've never even fucking heard of. I want to see all kinds of products and, talk to people. I want to hear what they're passionate about, their product company they're working for, what they're selling. I just want to see that shit and meet people along the way. I don't care about trying out any equipment. In fact, I'm not going to try out. I'm not going to try out any equipment because, oh, there you go, sweet. Because I don't care about it. I rather spend time to meet people. I'm not going to go and do, the whole bar thing, the concert, this and that. That shit's like boring to me. I'd rather go somewhere and maybe hang out with a bunch of guys and just talk, hang out. I'm not there for a concert like I saw in the videos last year. Like, that's not even my thing. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not my thing. I'm going to be my first year going. I think you're going to have a good time, Scott. And Wyatt's a cool dude. I've hung out with him before. It's going to be a great time. Lots of positive people. I have a Ferris dealer near me, an Exmark dealer, also a Skag dealer that carries Gravely, but I'm really got my mind on Ferris. I'm telling you, here's the thing. Shit. Hold on. Here's the thing. Damn. Why did I forget? Hold on. Sean. Okay. Sorry. If I ask your name again in the future, it's because I forgot, Sean. Okay, Sean, here's the thing. Get with those dealers or go online to those respective brands because they all want to do demos. Say, hey, I want to demo this product. The dealer's not going to, most dealers don't let you demo, meaning engage the blades and go cut grass. Around here, they're like, no, you ain't doing that shit. You could drive in the parking lot. That's it. And they don't even want you to be on it long because the hours go up. So, but with Lansdowne Moody, you could play around in the parking lot all you want. And if they have a demo, they can let you demo like cut grass. But I'm telling you, you're about to drop thousands of dollars, whatever brand. Okay, you have to think of it as I'm going to have it a long time. Don't be like me where I'm always buying something new. Okay, hold on, we got to move it because I'm not ready to stop talking yet. So say, hey, I want to try the Ferris and try the mowers on the properties that you're cutting. In my opinion, don't try it on the property that has the smoothest ground. Find the property you have that has the roughest terrain, the nastiest fucking ditches and shit like that, and try that product on that property. Why is that? Because you're really pushing, You're really pushing that mower to its ability to perform. You don't want to test drive it on a property that's the most pristine property, have the smoothest, the most level, this and that, and then you buy it and you get out to, $10 and you're like, dude, this thing blows, dude. I'm bouncing all over the place. It doesn't cut that good, this and that. So think about that. You really want to get out and demo this stuff on your properties. Let's see here. What's up, Sanders? Barnes is in the house. Okay, you won't try out any equipment because you'll buy something. We all know it. Don't lie. Yeah, well, I didn't. I didn't try the SCAC 52. Uh, I sat on it, drove it around the parking lot one time, and said, "Okay, let's load it on the trailer." That was it. Other things I bought, and then I never even. Oh, that was my truck. And that was 3 cars. Oh, yeah, here we go. I bought 3 brand new cars. I never even test drove them. I bought them for. I never even sat in them. I bought them and then I sat in them and drove them. That's my 2018 or 19, 29, 29. What are we in? 2019? Yeah, 2019 Pacifica Touring L Plus, all the whistles. And then my 2018 Ram truck I had before I traded it in for the 2019. And then my 2017. All 3 I never sat in. All 3 I never drove. I never even opened the door to smell it. I bought it and then I drove it. And then I'm like, dude, I like this. It's because I just know. It's a decision we make in our mind if we're going to like something or not. Okay, man, 4 to 5 hour drives away, Barnes, to GIE. Dude, you're lucky. Yeah, Scott's got to get a jet, bro. He said 2020, wait, 2019, Texas Heat getting him. No, you're so right about that. Guys, I should probably get off here. I know he's getting hungry, although he's in pretty good mood for someone who's probably hungry. We do need to go to Lowe's because I do need to buy some outside lights for that light right up there. Those little jokers go through bulbs like nuts. I do need to get some stuff for HEB. And I need to get a couple other things. Then we're going to go see Mama sometime today. And it's really their, let's see, what time is it? It's 11. It's almost their nap time, not quite. We're going to go see Mom at the hospital sometime today. Okay, so I think that's about it, guys. If I say, hey, what's another question or whatever, we'll be talking for another hour. And I got stuff to do. I know you guys got stuff to do. But I haven't made any videos all week because I've been bombarded with work. I just hadn't been motivated to. Well, no, I have been motivated. It is the time frame. And here's the other thing. I got all kinds of ways to attach the action camera to my Walker or my 32 Encore. I'm gonna see if I can get some of that footage this week. At least get some recordings and then post it. I still need to make the song version, the faster version of that $1 million cleanup I did. I haven't even had time to do that. MD is in Austin, right? MD, I don't know what MD is in Austin, right? I don't. MD. Oh, MD Anderson. No, MD. Well, MD Anderson's main, the actual real hospital, the main hospital where they're doing the research and all that stuff is in Houston. There is a MD Anderson like in the Woodlands. They don't do all things there. There's an MD Anderson, I think, in San Antonio. But out of all of them, the home base is in Houston. That's where the university is, the medical center. There's 1,000 buildings down there that all revolves around the medical center and cancer treatment, which is amazing. Give Danielle our best if she isn't still here with us. If she isn't still, oh yeah, she's probably already napping back in her room. But yeah, we're gonna go see her today, and she'll hopefully be out on the 15th. But yeah, she's in good spirits. We'll see her later on today. I feel like getting ice cream, but I ate all that damn pork. Should probably drink water for a while first before I go eat some ice cream. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I appreciate everybody hanging out for a while. We covered a lot of information on here, a lot. So I hope that helps some of you guys. But as always, you can always reach out to me if you have questions. I don't always know the answer, but maybe I do. Or maybe it's not the answer because there's more one way to skin a cat. But maybe that information might help you find, another way. Or sometimes having a couple different answers, they're all right. And then you taking a little bit of those and putting them together to make your own. That always helps too. I need a damn shower. Sticky out here. So, anyways, you guys have a good rest of the Sunday and a good upcoming week. We're going to try to get some mowing footage. I appreciate you guys' love and support and prayers for Danielle. And I hope you guys have a good one. So, thank you, Thomas. We'll see you guys later. We're out.